had to restart the row 1A, 1B because I thought, why can't I see it very well? But that's because I forgot to put on my reading glasses. I wear reading glasses for crocheting, otherwise I don't see anything. Okay, I will take my white yarn again. I how do you call it? I ripped out my work, which I did because I couldn't see the V's. It's ridiculous, and I struggle with that sometimes. Okay, let me see. That is the wrong one. Just do a chain of 5. 1, 2. Lay it over your other trellis. Put it over the second one, because we skipped the first one. That's the side stitch. Yarn over twice. Go through your yarn. Find that first stitch and pull backwards. And continue like you did with the dark yarn. Okay, we make 24 windows with this one. That means 25 double crochet, 25 vertical posts. Horizontal. I mix left and right too. And now I can find my V. I couldn't find that without my glasses. Maybe because it's white, it's a little bit bright, and I didn't get all the yarn there. Not another one. There, you pull through. And you continue doing this till the end. If you're bored already, just find forward. I think it's row 2B where I start with the color change. Because I always do a color change in the back, and I will explain you why. There. So 2B has the color change. The rest not. And I start to set up with the color. There. Go through. I hope I pressed record. Yes, I did. Oh, great. I love it when things are working out. Now, I've been whole morning designing. Oh, my tiger. The tiger is finished already, but I'm just pimping up the picture a little bit because I can't crochet as fast as I design. So that's why you don't see examples when I sell my patterns, because I can't make 3 blankets in a week, but I can design 3 blankets in a week because I love drawing. I love drawing. If you can draw, it helps so much. I mean, I love designing and drawing, and I'm handy with the computer. That helps too for making a written pattern, because that was not easy in the beginning. In the beginning, I did it by hand, and I made so many mistakes. I remember that was my sailing beach pot holders, and there were mistakes almost in every row. I just can't type over. So everything is automated now. Hopefully, I can never say it's 100% sure a pattern is correct, because if I make a mistake in a drawing, my pattern is not right, you know. So anybody who claims there's no mistake in my pattern, well, I have to see, because you have to have your perfect drawing. And the way I work, especially with the solid stitches and color changing, I need a lot of freedom for my spreadsheet to decide where I put my color, where I put my solid stitch. And Win Stitch, any program I used, never gives me the freedom, so I build it myself. It is a little bit like, how do you say, horse and wheelbarrow, because it's not a Mercedes or a Porsche. It works for me because I made it and I understand it. But if anybody says, oh, I want that spreadsheet, you can, but you can't figure it out because it's totally custom made, and I've no time. I'm not a professional programmer. I just was handy in my job in the past. When I work in venture capital, I made databases in Excel and in SQL base. That's all I can do, making databases. But I manage now, and hopefully everything works out correctly. and I hope to make more and more nice patterns. I am in my animal session now. I mean, I made the T-Rex, I made the mammoth, I made the unicorn, and I made my tiger, which is coming soon. If you have a request for an animal, you can always do that in my Facebook group. You know, I don't mind requests at all. I just don't know if I want to validate your request because I need to be in the mood. Designers drawing when I draw. I need to be in the mood to draw. I always abuse when when I'm in the mood to draw, I draw a lot. I don't know if I will ever make it a pattern. I just draw, and I draw directly on my computer in a program called Paint.net. That is a freeware program to draw, or it's like Photoshop but free, and I use it now for a few years. I like it. I used GIMP first. I used Photoshop, but it stopped updating because I have an old version, and I didn't want. I think it was the version of my office, so couldn't use it again. Loved Photoshop, but on the other hand, Paint.net works too. So if you say, well, I would love to have a blanket with snakes, let me know. Thinking of snakes, it would be nice. I will make one with cats and dogs, or not cats and dogs, but cats, a blanket of cats and a blanket of dogs, and maybe cats and dogs together too. I will try to make it a generic dog, but breed specification is not bad, so. What else am I in the planning? Oh yes, what I have in the planning are some sea blankets and a sea towel. You know, when you go to the sea, you always have those nice picnic blankets. I will make one like that with thick yarn, I think. So you don't have to do 500 rows and 600 white stitches, which is the tiger now. The tiger is 480 rows. But those are counted double, so it's okay. Here I come. How much am I taping? Oh, it's already 7 minutes. I think I lost you all with my little drooling and dribbling of my chatting. My accent is sometimes very good, and sometimes you can't understand what I say in English. If you need subtitles, let me know. I'm not providing them. I hope YouTube provides them. And my accent isn't thick enough. So hopefully my accent isn't that thick that the subtitles won't get what I'm saying. Here I go. It's already forming under my hands. I love crocheting. I do this each evening. I did it before during the day too, but during the day now I work behind my computer design, managing the group, managing my website, because soon I start my website where you can also find free patterns and so on and so on. It's not finished yet. I'm busy with that too. Yeah. Then I started designing just in end of August, I think. That was my sea pot holders, beach pot holders. That wasn't even done. How do you say? Well, was done on basically on in Excel, but not drawn correctly. Why is this yarn so loose? Okay. Try to keep your yarn a little bit with attention when you set up your stitches. Some people don't like to do the chainless setup. I love it because it saves me a lot of cursing when I come to the end and I miss a chain or something. A chain or two. That's even worse. One chain, you can smuggle one in, or leave one. There's my little V again. But I like doing this. I don't mind setting it up like this because this is so much. It is easier, it is relaxed, more relaxed, and it's for me it's neater. I don't mind because around this you get a little border and you will hide your sloppy work at the bottom if you think it's sloppy. I don't think it's that sloppy. No, it's not that sloppy. I could work very sloppy when I work very fast. Well, interlocking is not that difficult. It's counting, counting, recounting, counting, recounting, counting, counting, counting. And sometimes trust the pattern and sometimes trust yourself. The last one, it says goes to the front. Let me see, my tablet went into sleeping mode, so we need to open it. Yes, it says inside stitch front, 23 back, and in the end inside stitch to the front. We do the double. There, we find the V again. And now we do it in the front, so we're not going through the stitch, but we go before the stitch. This is also explained in the other tutorial which I made for the chainless setup. And it's a little bit wide, but it's an example and I don't care that much. 3. And yeah, here we are 4. Secure your work. And I see you for the next row. Thank you. This is my setup. Make sure you keep the top, and the bottom. See, I'm struggling. This is my top here. Aha, ha, ha, ha. It's always a little bit difficult to find it here. Pull it forwards. There, and there, there, and there, there. There it is. We'll see you for the next row. Thank you.